You're not bad at studying. You're just using a method that quietly drains your brain. Active recall works, but the way most people use it is exactly why they end up burned out, frustrated, and back to cramming. So, instead of giving you another boring explanation, I'm going to show you how to use active recall in a way that actually feels manageable and even a little satisfying. And by the end of this, I'll show you the one mindset shift that makes forgetting things actually feel like a win, and it's the only reason I don't burn out anymore. Let's skip the long lecture and get straight into what actually works. Number one is to shrink the session. This changes everything. Most people treat active recall like a marathon. Big mistake. Start with just 10 to 20 minutes. That's it. Here's why this works. Active recall means you're forcing your brain to pull information out instead of just looking at it. That process is mentally heavy. It's like doing reps in the gym. There was a study done by psychologist Henry Roediger that showed students who tested themselves remembered way more than those who just reread notes. But here's what people miss. More is not always better. If you push too long, your brain gets tired and the quality drops fast. So instead, do 10 to 20 minutes, stay focused, and stop before you feel drained. You'll actually remember more with less effort. Number two, the blurting method. It's faster and way less boring. If flashcards feel like a chore, this is your shortcut. Close your notes. Now ask yourself, what do I remember about this topic? And just write. Messy, out of order, doesn't matter. This is called blurting. It works because there's no pressure to be perfect. It's fast and kind of fun, and you immediately see what you don't know. Then you check your notes and fill in the gaps. It feels more like a brain dump than a test, and that alone makes it way easier to stick with. Number three is to mix easy and hard questions. If everything feels difficult, you're going to quit. Fast. So don't make it all hard. Do this instead. Start with easy stuff to build your momentum, add a few harder questions, and then go back to something easier. It's like a game. If every level is impossible, you stop playing. But if you get small wins along the way, you keep going. Your brain needs those wins. Number five is to take breaks before you feel tired. Most people wait until they're exhausted to stop. That's too late. Take breaks early, even when you feel like you can keep going. Try this. 20 minutes of recall, followed by a 5 to 10 minute break. And actually rest. Don't jump straight into your phone and overload your brain again. Just pause. That's how you stay consistent without burning out. Taking breaks is huge, but even if you do that, there's still one massive mistake 90% of students make that kills their progress instantly. Let's talk about that trap. And this is where everything falls apart. Most people hear about active recall and they go all in. They start doing things like making 100 plus flashcards in one sitting, and studying for hours without breaks, and even forcing themselves to recall even when they're mentally done. And at first, it feels productive, but after a few days, you start feeling tired just thinking about studying. You avoid it, you procrastinate, and eventually, you quit. Have you ever sat down to study and felt drained before you even started? Comment trap if it's the 100 flashcards thing, or exhausted if it's something else. I'm actually curious to know what's burning you out. Because this is the hidden trap. The real problem isn't active recall, it's how you're using it. You turn it into a punishment instead of a tool. Think about it like this. If you went to the gym and tried to lift the heaviest weights every single day, what would happen? You wouldn't get stronger, you would just get injured. Active recall is the same. It's supposed to feel challenging, but not painful. The moment it starts feeling like something you don't want to do at all, that's when you know you're overdoing it. The real problem isn't studying, it's consistency. Let's be honest, you probably already know active recall works. That's not the issue. The issue is sticking with it. Here's how to make this actually stick, even on low motivation days. Instead of relying on motivation, you make it easier to show up. The first thing to do is make it stupidly easy to start. Don't say, oh, I'm going to study for 2 hours. Say, I'll do 5 minutes. That's it. Because starting is the hardest part. And once you start, you usually keep going. Number two is to attach it to something you already do. This is called habit stacking. But instead of attaching it to big routines, attach it to tiny moments you already go through every day. Think micro moments. For example, when your coffee's brewing, recall 3 to 5 questions. The 5 minutes you're sitting on the bus, quick blurting session. Waiting for your food to heat up, review a few flashcards. Standing in line or waiting for something, mentally recall one topic. Even better, right after you close TikTok or Instagram, do one 30-second blurt session. It turns a brain rot moment into a win. These moments are usually wasted anyways. You're just scrolling, waiting, or doing nothing. So, instead of trying to find time to study, you sneak it into time that already exists. That's why this works so well. It doesn't feel like extra effort. It just becomes something that you naturally do without thinking. Number three is to track small wins. Your brain loves progress, so show it. You can mark an X on a calendar, track how many questions you answered, write down what you improved. It doesn't have to be perfect, just visible. Because when you see progress, you want to keep going. Number 4 is just to accept bad days. Some days will feel terrible. You'll forget easy things, you'll feel slow. That's normal. Don't turn one bad day into quitting. Just show up again tomorrow. That's how you win. And this is the key moment most people miss. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Active recall is not about proving what you know. It's about finding what you don't know. Forgetting is not failure. It's a part of the process. Every time you struggle to remember something, your brain is strengthening that memory. So instead of thinking, I forgot this, I'm bad at this, think, good, this is exactly what I need to practice. That one shift removes so much pressure, and suddenly, studying feels lighter. If you want to use active recall without burning out, keep your sessions short. Use blurting to make it easier. Mix easy and hard questions. Don't chase perfection. Take your breaks early and focus on consistency over motivation. Simple, repeatable, and actually sustainable. The best study method isn't the most intense one. It's the one you can stick to, even on your worst days. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to do everything at once. Just start small. Keep showing up and let it build over time. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing. If you found this video helpful, please drop me a like below. I'm begging you, please. See ya.